Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting in the American League Central, the White Sox got 11 hits overall as they bested the visiting Indians 4-2. Dan Jennings collected win number 3 this year as Tampa Bay rolled past the Blue Jays 4-3. The Boston Red Sox launched 3 home runs as they beat the O's in Baltimore 7-5. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The Halos sent 3 balls into the seats as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 5-1. The Marlins totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 7-2. The Brewers relief pitcher, number 51, earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Brewers to a win over the Cubs 3-2. The win was their 6th in a row. Adam Wainwright got the win and now has 150 on his career as the Cardinals took one from the Padres 8-1. The Arizona Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits in the game as they sank the visiting Buccos 10-1. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
Tuesday night baseball from Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next. Michael Unoa will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job Keep traffic off the bases. Keep the walks down. Try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way. Underway now on the south side as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Now the 2-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2. Three-two pitch. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first, and that takes care of Kipnis. A double play. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion. Edwing, as they call him. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
2-1 to Jose Ramirez.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Indians fail to score. Indians nothing. White Sox coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Mike Clevenger, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Jacob May. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
The 1-1. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The 1-2. This is line to left, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
So here is Avisail Garcia as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Past history with Mike Clevenger, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The windup and the 0-1. There's a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Kipnis. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, first baseman, Jose Abreu.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Up around the face.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
At the plate, Matt Davidson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And he lays off for ball 1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Here it is. Hard hit ball to short. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Wellington Castillo.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's 1 for 3. The 1-0 delivery. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Missed with a slider. And the changeup is way low that time.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off. Big pitch early, the 3-2. Weak roller right side. Gonna be a tough play, and he is out on the tag. A couple of walks, but no damage. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Striding in, Edwin Encarnacion. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently third in the American League in that category. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
That's inside. 2-0.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Now, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Here it is, the 3-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike one.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one in the corner.
And that misses for ball four, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Stepping up now, Michael Brantley, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Here comes the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street. Looking at his career totals, Brantley is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Comes set and the 0-1. And that one stayed up a little high. Encarnacion aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Garcia moves over. 1 out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Now batting, Eric Thames. swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled toward right center field. Moncada is there. Two gone. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Indians leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Nicky Delmonico.
First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And that one just missed outside.
2 balls, no strikes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
Now there's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is.
2-2.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Heading out towards shallow right. Mateo will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage 2-0.
Two and 1. Delmonico stands at first with 1 out. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. fouled away.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Full count, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Ready on 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Big strikeout for the 2nd out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, move out the jam, and keep this game tied.
Up next for Chicago, Avisail Garcia, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. 2-2. The 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Into the box now, Hayden Mateo, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. May is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready now, Francisco Mejia, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. is looked at, and the count moves full.
Count is full.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Popped him up. Castillo has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch on its way. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ballgame. Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count.
1 and 2 is the count.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Just hung in there on that one. One and 2, here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Garcia is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Tribe. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning.
Abreu.
The windup and the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1 and 2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3 and 2. Line toward the gap in left center. Brantley arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box now, Matt Davidson. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A base hit in his first trip. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Hops this one up. Lindor over to his left. 2 down.
The batter, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Digging in to try it again. Wellington Castillo reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. In there for strike 1. 0-1.
0-1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Hit on the ground to short. Lindor is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in, Jason Kipnis.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
There's a swinging bunt up the line, but that one rolls foul. Another 1-2 delivery. This is on the ground over to first. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the fourth as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping up to the plate, Jose Ramirez. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Edwin Encarnacion will be next. Kipnis stands at second with no outs.
Right.
3-2.
Count is full.
In the air out to left. Garcia is there. He's got it 1 away. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base.
The batter, number 10.
So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Edwin Encarnacion. He drew a base on balls his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
1-1.
1 out and a runner on second base. Two and 1 to the Indians' first baseman.
2-1.
And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it'll make its way toward the 335 sign. A run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, not a bad milestone there, D-Row. RBI number 1,100. Guess what? He just passed Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly, who had 1,099 runs batted in.
Dan, you know whose poster I had above my wall as a kid growing up? That would be the hitman, Don Mattingly.
Donnie baseball.
Without question, you pass this guy for anything you're doing.
Here's Michael Brantley, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. May is there, 2 gone.
The batter, first baseman, Eric Spain.
Coming to the plate now, Eric Thames. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
Hit high and deep out to left. Garcia looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Indians move in front now, 3-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Standing in now, Hayden Mateo, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, number 14 on the season, as the Indians have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
In now, Francisco Mejia, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Popped him up. Anderson is calling for it, and that retires the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Indians on top 5-0. Next to battle import Yohan Moncada. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs. We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Brantley is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down. So to the plate is the White Sox DH. Nicky Delmonico reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A late swing at a slider for a strike.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in. And still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, look at Kipnis. He goes to first. Oh, but he beats it out. That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up a base hit, and the inning continues.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by that second baseman right there. I didn't think he was going to be able to get to that ball. Nice diving stop to keep it in the infield, but you knew that runner smelled knock. He kicked the afterburners on getting down the line.
Stepping in now, Leury Garcia lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 6 home runs and 30 RBIs. Grounded to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. It's the Indians 5 and the White Sox nothing. Lucas Giolito will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Francisco Lindor. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Two and one now to the Tribe's leadoff man. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. Lifted down the line in left. Garcia giving chase, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Full count now, 3-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for. Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And that's a sight you don't want to see. Dead last in the AL in that category. Now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Up top, it's 2-0. Hit hard to third. Davidson moving to his right. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Ready for another shot now. Jacob May. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Brantley is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
So here is Avisail Garcia. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. Striding in once again, Jose Abreu. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Now the 2-0. Hard hit ball to second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Edwin Encarnacion now. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
No strikes.
Popped him up. Moncada is there for it. One down.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael.
At the plate, Michael Brantley. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Weak chopper up the line. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. High pop-up. Davidson in foul ground. 2 down.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eric Thames. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
2 out, nobody on. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
1-1.
Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2. Tapper up the line. That winds up foul. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hold a 5-0 lead.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher coming on, and it looks to be the right-hander Matt Belisle.
Matt Belisle.
And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Matt Davidson. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
No balls and a strike to count. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Matt Davidson.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And he fouls this one off. A little low. It's 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Struck him out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He was a ground out victim last time up. The 0-1 on its way. And that one just missed outside. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 is taken for strike 2.
2-2.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And he runs that one high and tight for ball 1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Back here on the south side of Chicago, 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Gregory Infante is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
45. Gregory Infante.
Into the box now, Tyler Naquin, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Center fielder.
He's set, and the pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Now time is asked for at home plate and granted by the umpire back there, Earl Hendricks. And there's ball 1. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now. Hayden Mateo popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Now batter, catcher.
Digging in now, Francisco Mejia. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. From the stretch. Fouled off. 5 runs, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And this one misses to the Cleveland backstop. It's even at a ball and a strike.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
2 balls and a strike now. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Lifted the other way out to left center. May on the move. And that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Tony Zitch will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Tony.
Leading off the inning, Nicky Delmonico, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up.
1-1.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. He's got it one away.
Now back.
Ready now for the White Sox. Tim Anderson, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled away. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Anderson brings a batting line of barely over 200, so there's certainly some room for improvement there.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Tim Anderson comes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. Striding into the box, Leury Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Swing and a miss for strike 1. One and 2 now. Lifted down the line in left. Around first, he's digging for second. Oh, and he misses it.
It looked like he had a great jump on the ball. Was going to bring it in, no problem. But something happened as he approached the foul line, and it went right by him. It wasn't a routine play, but he'll tell you he should have had it.
Coming to the plate now, Jacob May. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Comes set with the 0-1. Missed with a slider. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. So 3-2 one more time. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Garcia stands at second with 2 gone. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Francisco Lindor now. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Set to deliver the 0-1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. The 1-2 locks him up for strike 3.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location. but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Line drive to center field. May is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So stepping in, Jose Ramirez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him on the way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side, but it's well foul. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Trevor Rosenthal is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Trevor Rosenthal.
So here is Avisail Garcia. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 2-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone. An absolute bomb. Avisail Garcia with a solo home run. Number 11 for him on the season. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
settle down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already one homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
2-0 now. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 2-2. Hard ground ball to third. Ramirez is up with it on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Davidson. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. A ball and no strikes.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit in the air out to right. Mateo has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Rosenthal has his sign. Here's the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Naquin's under it. And that's the third out. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. On to the 9th inning now at Guaranteed Rate Field. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Joaquin Soria enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Edwin Encarnacion now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
He's set. Here it comes. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. 19th home run for him on the season, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Juan Minaya, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Juan Minaya. Now batting, left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
First baseman, number 7.
At the plate, Eric Thames. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Turned on down the line. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. For this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Way outside. 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Now a move over to first, and he's back in standing. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Brantley is off at first with 2 away.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Hit on the ground out for short. Anderson scoops it up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the Indians add to their lead thanks to this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. It's the Indians 6 and the White Sox 1. Will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Andrew Miller.
Yoan Moncada will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Second baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup over the inside corner. Miller, a 6'7" left-hander. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Mateo is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. Striding forward now is the DH, Nicky Delmonico. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And here's a ball hit in the air. Thames will get there as he's able to tuck this one away just past the first base dugout for out number 2.
Shortstop,
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. 2 out, nobody on. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
The White Sox down to their last strike. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is that they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The Cleveland Indians took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Mike Clevenger earns his 8th victory of the season as he gives up only 2 hits in 5 innings of work. Michael Inoa was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
the final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. The White Sox, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. A reminder that extra CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Sox 35th Street Station, and that Taste Go-Go Sox Express buses are available outside of guaranteed rate fees.